Hey everyone, this is Coloring Chemist. My name is Connie and welcome back to my channel. So this is a viewer requested flip through. I had one of my lovely viewers request that I do a flip of this Desert Fox Seasons book. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to stick this one in here too. So I'll put some timestamps down below. So if you're just here for one or the other, then you can skip ahead to this. I'll probably do this one first and this one second. But yeah, I'll put some timestamps in. This is also a seasonal book, and you know what? I totally forgot to translate that. But I just thought it's another Korean coloring book, so I thought, you know what? I'm gonna flip through both of these. This will be long and chatty, because that's just kind of how I roll. So if you're not a fan of that, that's okay. You might just want to skip and yeah, maybe find another flip. I'm sure there are other flips out there of these books that is short and to the point. Or you can watch my video on double speed, or just take the, if you're watching it on your laptop, you can just take and grab the, what do you call it, the little slider across the bottom of the video and just drag it really fast and watch. So you can, there's a couple different ways you can get through it. So let's do this one first. There is a shine on the cover. The little desert fox here, there's like glittery kind of plasticky stuff coming out of the paintbrush across the cover. You can see where it shines there. So that's kind of neat. I don't think that I've even broken the spine on this. So there are a couple pages here at the front that are just kind of really pretty yellowy orange color. And I'm going to, you know what? I'll show you what I do when I have stiff books like this. This book is, I believe, both stitch and glue bound. So I try and find the center. Actually, it might just be glue bound. Might just be glue bound. I don't see stitches. I try and find the center. So you're getting a preview here. And open that out. And then maybe about a quarter of the way through. And try and, basically I'm breaking the spine at a couple different points. It just loosens up the spine a bit too. And then I'll go like about 3/4 of the way through. And then we'll see if that helps a bit. It does mean that the book gets a little, you know, but that's okay. Yeah. So there's the cover page, and I'm just trying to get the spine to break again right here at the beginning. It's a tough one. Not normally this tough. But I don't want to do a flip through and push the pages down if I haven't sort of broken the spine all the way, because then you get a crease. So I might not push any pages past that. You can translate all that. And then we've got spring. When I was doing my haul for July 2024, which is when I bought this book, it didn't occur to me until I was sort of looking a little more carefully that was a cactus, which makes sense if that's a desert fox. The cactus is hilarious because, here we go. So like a lot of Korean books, you've got the original artwork on the left and then a line art version on the right. The line art, the paper looks like it has texture, but it doesn't. It's like the texture's been printed on, if that makes sense. So it almost looks like watercolor paper, but it isn't. I mean, the paper isn't bad. I would say it's not card, but it's thicker paper. It looks like the original maybe was a combination of watercolor and colored pencil, maybe? You know what, if I had translated that information in the beginning, it probably would have said, but the paper's fairly smooth, like a lot of the Korean books, so my beloved Pitt pens might work, or my Zig Kuretake clean brush pens. Right, these ones. These are essentially watercolor-ish, sort of. It's water-based dye ink with a little brush on the end that's an actual paintbrush. So yeah, be curious to try out those in there as well. But the little cactus has a helmet because they're on a scooter. It's just funny, and the images, they're colorful, they're cartoony. They make me happy, and I am an absolute sucker for a seasonal coloring book. So here we've got kind of an urban scene, and the cactus has a little hat and a backpack. Some of the line work is colored, so here, instead of the whole thing having, it's almost kind of like a really dark sepia line work, the bricks here have like a beige line work. So, I mean, that's kind of handy if you've got, and I don't know that it does that on every page, but probably just because the mortar in between the bricks here is beige. So if they did this black, there's no way to turn it back to beige, if that makes sense. So they're eating strawberries, and the cactus has a little strawberry, you know, the leaves on the strawberry little hat. And there's butterflies. I mean, there's not a lot of detail, but it's just really soft, nice colors. The seeds on the strawberries aren't here, so I mean, you just have to dot them in. I think they're having a tea party, but they're going for a swim in the teacup. Cactus, again. Desert fox is laughing with his little hand over his mouth. Hee hee. It's just an adorably cute book. Looks like this is kind of a pattern on the china, and there's a pattern on the china here that isn't, the line work isn't here, so you would have to put that in yourself. And the cherry blossoms. Oh, and they're snuggled up with a little blanket on the swing. The line work for the cherry blossoms here is pink. So rainy day. I don't know why he's made the cactus. Maybe the cactus wants to be outside. It looks like he's playing in the puddle, so that's okay. The raindrops are not drawn in, so you would have to do that. It's like a tea party in a suitcase, which is cute. The cactus has a tiny fork. I'm sorry, you guys are probably getting sick of me commenting on the cactus, but it just makes me smile. Catching stars. I think this is water, because it looks like there's like little watermarks around it, her, I don't know, foot. And so this must be reflections in the water. Cactus isn't in this one. Maybe it's sleeping. Just laying in the grass, having a nap. It's funny, in the springtime here you would not do that because you would end up covered in ticks. So, yeah. Having some tea or some lunch. I don't know what the cactus is holding. A chopstick? But I don't know why he's pointing it up at the sky. I don't really know. A bus stop with giant tulips, and they have juice boxes. That's very cute. So maybe the desert fox, I don't know. I don't want to make any assumptions. But it's like a little frilly headband, and the cactus has a tiny hat with a bow on it. So maybe the desert fox is a she. I don't really know. Looks like they're exploring in some mushrooms, jumping from mushroom to mushroom. Alice in Wonderland? Maybe? I mean, it's got the cards. That isn't really letters, it's just But I mean, that could be that looks to me like the Cheshire Cat. And late for a very important date. It wasn't. Was it a rabbit? Oh yeah, it was the white rabbit. So the cactus is dressed up as the white rabbit. Cactus has a tiny rain jacket on. And they're watching koi fish. That's very pretty. I mean, there's not a lot of detail, so you really, like, a lot of this detail here isn't necessarily drawn, you know, like the raindrops and then kind of some of the reflections here. It's not drawn here. The patterns on the fish isn't drawn, so you'd need to do that yourself. So, I mean, I don't know. It would certainly be a challenge for me. They're picking apples in the spring. Not something you do in the spring here. Maybe they're not apples. Maybe there's something else. The cactus is on a tiny stool. It looks like the desert fox is holding a 4-leaf clover, maybe. A nap in a little chair swing. Very cute. Now we're on to summer. The desert fox is driving the tram? Bus. Tram. I'm going to say tram because it looks like there's tracks down here. There's a tiny dog and a cat. The dog has a briefcase. That's adorable. And then there's tiny little teddy bears, and one of them has like a little shoulder bag. I don't know. It's very cute. Apparently Desert Fox knows how to drive. Not the cactus, though. I don't know. Would you trust a cactus to drive? These look like peaches. Picking peaches. There's a lemon tree. We do not have those kinds of trees here. Oh, and the Desert Fox is a mermaid now. And the cactus has a tiny, you know, like a diving helmet. And there's all kinds of, that's a very cute crab. Kinds of little cute animal life down here. Sea life. Some rays. A shark. Again, all of this is not drawn in here. So you would have to try and, if you wanted to, I mean, you wouldn't have to, but recreate that here. Drying off because the cactus was out playing in the rain, remember, earlier. Ice cream, looks like some sort of ice cream assembly line. Excellent. Cactus is controlling it. Well, that's, you know, probably good. DJing. It's a little ice cream party, I'm assuming. Rowing. Little frogs are cute too. It's just a very cute book. Some sort of underwater, almost looks like a lab. I mean, you've got little flasks there. And, oh, what do you call that? With inside the glass, and then it puts out, oh, there's a name and it's totally escaped me now. Looks like a timer, like a sand timer, and then, I don't know, he has like a little wizard's hat on. I don't know. The cactus is drawing something on the floor. Looks very magical and sciencey. And now they're camping, doing some kebabs over the open fire. And there's bunnies peeking out. They're hang gliding. I feel like I've seen that Maybe that's just a page I busted it open to. And these, I think, are gulls, maybe? Or just birds flying along with them. I don't know, do they have harnesses on? That looks very unsafe. The cactus does not look like it has a harness on. It's a pretty sky, though, isn't it? The beach. That's a little beret the cactus has on. That's pretty cute. This multicolored, you know, the line work for that is not over here either, so. And then a lot of, you know, again, same as pointing out before, some of the variations in the clouds and stuff, also not represented in the line work. That's okay. Sunflowers, sunflower farm maybe. Go for a little swim in the sink. Obviously this desert fox is very tiny. But not always, because in the previous page it was, you know, the right size for the truck. It's complicated. Peach Park, kind of a water slide kind of a place, water park. Cactus obviously is more interested in having a nap. It's a lifeguard with shades on. Ah, very cute. Having a nap because it's too hot to do anything else. Went for a cruise. There's a whale in the clouds. I don't know why all these fish are here. It's hard to say. Camping in a VW van. And then we're into autumn. Okay. Oh. Riding on leaves. Very magical. It's a pretty color palette. Hopefully the lighting's okay. I'm doing this kind of late at night. I have my filming lights on, so hoping it's okay. A pool within a book. That's kind of cool. Cup of tea. Cleaning up some leaves. Urban scene, that's cool. Making, I don't know, omelet? I'd say pancakes, but that looks kind of chunky for pancakes. There's like stuff in it. So I'm thinking flipping an omelet, maybe? Going out. And the cactus has tiny boots. It says, I think I commented on this one, because I did just a really quick flip through in the haul video. It's one of the cuter Halloween scenes I've ever seen. The cactus has tiny little horns and then tiny little wings. I don't know if he's a devil. I don't know what he is. Looks like the desert fox is like a little wizard, maybe. Here's a ghost. Some jack-o'-lanterns. That's a very cute picture. They're bike riding in the fall time. The cactus A has a tricycle. Although it looks like this, maybe he has a tricycle too. But he didn't have a bike helmet on. That's very unsafe. His bike helmet is a dragon. That's and a duck and some ducklings, which seems the wrong kind of time of year for ducklings, but that's okay. Some sightseeing on a gondola. See a train ride. Looks like they're having, could have been a boiled egg. The shells. The think I commented on this one in the haul too. They look like tomatoes, but why would tomatoes be on a tree? So I'm thinking they're persimmons. We don't have those here. I don't know that I've ever eaten a persimmon. I think that's what they are, though. Very cute. Looks like a field of wheat or something. Chestnuts? I'm thinking they're harvesting. Those look like chestnuts. Or hazelnuts. But they look more like chestnuts. Because chestnuts would have the spiky... Oh, I think we went through this last year when I was doing a flip through of fall books. Conkers. I think that's what they're called. That's what you call the outer casing. My dad grew up in Germany and emigrated to Canada when he was 16, but he says he remembers having fights with them at school because there was a big old chestnut tree on the grounds of his school. And he said it really hurts because they're spiky. But they would throw them at each other because he was a little boy and that's what he did. Having a little dinner party inside a cozy little tree with the chipmunks, it looks like. Some soup. Chipmunks have some acorns all stashed away. Outside having some... Looks like... I don't know what that is. Some tea or the cactus has a little, like, a engineer's hat on, like from a train, and a scarf, and he's drinking juice. Some fireworks. Is there... There must be maybe a Korean or holiday in the fall? Looks like they were barbecuing some stuff there. Cozied up. Nighttime. Fox was reading the story, bedtime story, to the little cactus, and he fell asleep. And then lastly, we've got winter. So now the cactus is giant, but the desert fox is small. Inside is like a lantern or snow globe kind of thing. We've got pine cones and berries. Spruce trees or pine trees out the window. Tiny lights. Knitting a scarf. Fire. I don't know what those purple things would be. I mean, there's something cooking above the fire, but I don't know. There's a sewing machine. It's snowing. It's snowing again. You're sitting inside. It reminds me of, like... Well, not quite. I have some of those IKEA lanterns. I don't even know if they still sell them, but I have like a white one, a red one, and a silver one. Oh, those are 6-sided. They're not 4-sided. But bunnies again. Oh, bunny. Making some soup, maybe. The cactus has a knife. That's okay. Squash. Some sort of squash soup. Ice fishing. That is very popular where I live. Seal. Well, I don't have seals. Not in inland lakes, but yes, ice fishing. Very popular. Maybe some hot springs, hot tubbing outside. I don't know what the cactus is doing. Are these made out of snow? Is that some sort of like little mold? And he's making little snow chicks? Maybe? I don't know, because it looks like it has 2 little handles. Sledding. I don't know if those are real bunnies or snow bunnies, but they're adorable. And the snowman is adorable. some sort of snack there. Looks like they're supposed to be selling them, but the cactus is taking a bite. And then there's some kitties and a melted snowman. Ice skating. I skated when I was a kid. I mean, it's Canada. Everybody skates. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. Around here, I'm rural. Everybody skates. And I hadn't skated in years and years and years. And my niece's pond on her property froze. It only... If you're looking for sort of natural ice here that is skatable, certain conditions have to be met. When it freezes, if it's snowing or if it's windy when it freezes, it doesn't freeze smooth, right? So it has to freeze relatively quickly when it's not snowing and when there's no wind, and then it's smooth enough to skate on. Now, I mean, we have people that make outdoor rinks. You just use water and flood it, and then you flood a thin layer and it freezes, and you flood another layer and it freezes. But natural ice, it's hard to get that. And last year it happened, so I put my skates on and went skating on her pond last year, and I remembered how. I was scared at first, but I remembered how. It's like a Christmas train. And a Christmas scene. Decorations in the tree. Looks like they've opened some presents. There's a picture on the... Is it over? Oh, yeah, it is over there, too. The picture on the wall. And it's like they were doing a selfie, but they were kind of too close. Because you only get part of the fox and the top half of the cactus's head, and then a snowman in the background. Snuggled up and it's snowing outside. Oh, maybe it's like, Christmas Eve because he's got a tangerine at the end of his bed. Maybe Santa left it. There's a tangerine there. There's Santa. Making a snowman. He has one of those hats with flaps, ear flaps. Cute. Still winter, snow is melting. Flying a kite. And inside. And that is it. So that, and then we've just got some more colored pages here at the back. So that's the Desert Fox Seasons book. I think there's at least one other, maybe two, but this is the only one I have. And then, just cause, I thought we'd take a look at this one. So this is basically these two cats go on a seasonal kind of walk. So they walk through the seasons or something like that. And I looked on YouTube, and I could not find a flip through of this book. Now, the tricky part is I was trying to look and search on YouTube for different titles. So I think A Walk with Two Cats or A Seasonal Walk with Two Cats. Like I was just sort of trying different because I wasn't sure what to call it. So I will try and do a translation when I go to put up the title for this video so that people can find it. Oh yeah, this is I don't know. Is it printed on? Like I say, why? No. So either this is signed or this is, but I bought this new. So is this signed by the illustrator? Because it went right through. Or it's pre-owned and somebody gave me a little note. I don't know. I'll have to translate that. So I guess it is signed or something. Someone wrote in it. We've got some intro pages here. And yeah, again, seasonal. I am an absolute sucker for seasonal books. So this is spring. And you've got just sort of little images to color here. And I think I pointed this out in the haul video as well. This also has some colored line art. So, you know, you've got yellow flowers here, or yellowy orange, so you've got yellowy orange line art, some pink there. Some smaller images to color there. It's a dandelion. Cat. Another cat. Some more florals there. Sometimes they actually, so not only do you have the colored line art, you have portions of the picture colored for you. Like all of these blossoms here are already done in pink. And actually, because I'm seeing some green in here, but a lot of this is pink, so it's not exactly the same. That may bother you. It's just kind of based. So, I mean, you could try and go over it with something else. And so here's the first full-size picture. Again, like, you know, lots of Korean books, you've got a colored sample here and line art here. You can see all the colored line art and basting that's been done here for the flowers. There's our two cats. Sleeping and having a snack. That's pretty typical for a cat. I'm surprised they're walking anywhere, really. And it looks like they have little clothes and backpacks on. And now, see, we've got the cherry blossoms falling. And this is all... Not only is this based, there's actually a little bit of shading done for you here. So, quite a lot of grayscale. Again, some grayscale here. Some shadows. Right? So I think, I mean, they are trying to help you. Here we've got the green and the yellow drawn in. Not all of it. You can see there's definitely a difference between there. Cat's there. This one has just a little bit of colored line art or line work within the cats. So not every page has that coloring. This has more. So you've got the tree, and actually, that's actually handy. This pattern, because often in these Korean or Japanese books, if you've got patterns on any kind of fabric, in the line work they often don't put the pattern in, so you can either try and do it yourself or you can do a different pattern. This actually looks like it has the pattern printed, although much paler than it is here. That's kind of handy. Lots of colored in stuff there. Cat. So sometimes they're not exactly to scale, are they? I mean, it's two cats going for a walk with clothes and idea. We're not talking realism here. It's pretty. Cherry blossoms again. And again, they've helped you out. And now we're on to summer, I think. So once again, we start with sort of some smaller images. That is probably the first time I've ever seen just an image of an air conditioner to be colored. Not something you often see in coloring books. So, you know, if you ever have a prompt that says color a picture of an air conditioner, there you go. Cats, some plants. The clouds almost look photographic, but then, yeah. And these little small images might just be practice, right? So you can practice your shadows. It's funny, this doesn't have grayscale, even though you've got shadows all over the place here. This says Books Kitchen. Is that an odd translation for library? Because it looks like there's a ton of books in there. Cats rolling around in the sun and the grass. That's pretty standard. Skateboarding, pulling the other one in a bucket on wheels. Nice. Tiny goggles. Now they hitched a ride. Sometimes there's dialogue. The mice up here also have dialogue. I don't know what it says. A lot of urban stuff in here, which I think is cool. So the writing there is not there. Oh, I forgot to talk about the paper here, didn't I? It's about the same as the previous book. So it's not card, but it's thicker paper. It's quite smooth. I think that's pretty typical of lots of these Korean or Japanese books. There's the air conditioner again. I'm gonna say hunting the bird. Looks like a typical hunting pose. I don't know if this is their family. It could be. The cats have a floaty and swim goggles. Nice. Hiding in the bushes. And we're on to autumn. Again, small images. There's the air conditioner again. Shows up a lot. It's urban stuff, I guess. That's a very large cat in comparison to the windows. That's a sweet picture. I like that too. I love the blue of the sky in autumn against like the colored leaves, the gold of the leaves. Pretty. Got a cat there and a cat there, but they look like different colored cats. I don't know where the other cats are. I don't know. There they are there. Bookstore, library, coffee house. It says book and coffee. Autumn scene. That's pretty. I think I commented on this during the haul too. That's very pretty with the light. And it does have the shadows, so kind of the grayscale there. It's even got some of the colored sort of shadows on the water to help you out. Cat with kittens. Have a conversation with the dude. Notice the little orange and white one has ears that are down. Is that a Manx? Is it a Manx cat that has ears that are down? Sharpening his claws on a tree. There's quite a lot of coloring done for you there. Again, not as dark. I think they're just kind of basing and helping you out. The end of autumn, beginning of winter. And then we're on to winter. Small images game. Like heating units? Once again, if you're ever doing a coloring scavenger hunt and you have to color in heating units, there you go. Did I skip one? I don't think I did. Snowman. I love that they have snowsuits. That's awesome. That's a pretty standard cat pose, because you know what the cat's going to be doing in that pose, don't you? Uh-huh. That is a very cute snow cat and snowman. Something to coffee. House of... I don't know. And this just says pesto pesto. So I don't know what those mean. The sky, actually, the background here is colored for you. It's not quite the same as this color, but it's got a nice gradient to it. That's nice. People out shopping in a winter evening. Oh, they're holding the cats. And the cats have tiny scarves. And now they're back to their snowsuits again. It's just their tails. There's one. Is that the cat? Maybe? There's a Christmas tree in someone's window up there. There's quite a lot of color here, sort of backing, or oh my goodness, it's getting late. Basing. Maybe on the solstice. There's the cats down in front. That's probably something cute if I translated it. And that's it. Oh, there was this fold out. So that's pre-colored. And that's the cover, isn't it? Yep. And that's on quite thin paper. Oh, right, and then there were stickers. I didn't look last time. One of the stickers is the cat, and it shows his little cat bumhole. Because you know what he's going to be doing in that position. That's funny. That entertains me. And then, they're not shiny stickers either. Like, it's matte paper, but they are stickers. And then there's, like, some postcards, which is on a thicker card. They're not perforated, but you could cut them. Looks like one from each season, maybe. So you got spring, summer, fall, and winter. And that is it. So, oh my goodness, 44 minutes and counting just to flip 2 lovely books. So there you go. I will put timestamps in the description below. So I hope that was okay. Probably going to be maybe another flip video coming out. Another viewer had requested a flip of the Ville Sauvage book that I had in my July 2024 haul as well. And then I have some other French books that I might combine into one longer flip through video. If you like what you're seeing, consider liking the video, subscribing to my channel, hitting that notification bell, leaving a comment, letting your friends know that you found a channel you like. They might like it too. I hope everyone is safe, I hope everyone is well, and I hope everyone is enjoying their coloring. Till next time, guys. Bye-bye.